Hey y'all, it's Kay. I'm back again with another video. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. I appreciate all the love, all the subscribers, all of just the interaction, even those people who call my phone or inbox me on social media. Um, I really just appreciate that people understand my side. And I know a lot of people have been giving me advice, sending me that viral video that the Shade Room just posted where people are talking about categorize your friends. And before I get into the story, I just want y'all to understand that I'm 32. I know what I'm doing. And sometimes on the outside looking in, you have to understand, when you see someone doing something, sometimes they're doing it to themselves for a reason though that you may not understand. So when it comes to categorizing friendships, like I said, I'm a Christian, but I'm not really a Bible thumping Christian like that. But I just want to just reach out and just talk for a second to my fellow believers. Why would you think that you need to categorize your friends? Did God really call you to do that? I mean, did God call you to have friendships that are unfruitful, that you entertain? Did God call you to make sure you select and pick each person for each thing? Or did he call you to have friendships that were rooted in faith and an alignment with his will, and where you can call on these people and they can be your confidants? And you don't have to worry if they're going to have your back, because they are going to have your back through the grace of God, and they are going to support you and be there for you. See, for me, I appreciate you girls. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the advice. However, I don't need seat fillers. I don't have room in my life for people to call me, or I just call people and categorize people for my entertainment, or for people I could just call on and chat with for advice, or people I will call to eat at my table or come into my home. I aim to have all my friends be fruitful, all my friendships be fruitful in the spirit of the Lord. And no, I am not perfect. Nobody is, but I don't have room in my life to categorize people. So I feel like if I were to categorize people, that would be inauthentic to myself, and I feel like it will be out of God's alignment and his will for my life, because God did not call me to have friends to be friends. God did not call me to have category friends. God called me to be in alignment with great individuals who are going to add value to my life as I add value to theirs, who are going to pour into me as I pour into them, who I can sit at the table with, who I can also go out and party with, who I can also lean on for a prayer when I'm in the time of need, who can call me to get a prayer or to worship. Like, I don't like the idea of categorizing friends. And if you're one of those people that categorize friends respectfully, don't pursue me. For instance, a recent situation, like, you text my phone, ask me, can I hang out? You want to hang out? You want to go to dinner? You want to get drinks? And I tell you, I don't text back right away, but I tell you, hey, I replied late because my child is in the hospital, and you can't offer any thoughts, words of encouragement, text me back to see if my child is okay. And then if I ask you why you didn't do it, oh, I don't talk to everybody every day. Oh, I don't do that every day. So you mean to tell me you categorize me as a dinner friend? Girl, bye. Get out of here. You're not wanted. I don't need a dinner friend, especially if I've done things for you, which I don't like to bring up. But if I'm driving 6 hours to watch you cross a stage and you can't text me back and say, hey, is your child okay? No, thank you. And I know people were hitting me up talking about, I wouldn't bring me and my friends. I don't want no friend back. I will sit here and talk to the wall, me and the Lord, before I sit and entertain foolishness in unfruitful relationships. You can keep it, find somebody else. Now let's get into the story. E is the person. That's what we're gonna call her. So E posted on social media and said she was coming to New Orleans for a Drake concert. I slid up and I was like, I want to come too. She sent me the information. She added me to a group chat. All was good. The concert ends up getting canceled, and I'm like, okay, you guys, I'm not going to wait for another day. I'm just gonna go ahead and get a refund. So that's what I did, and I backed out the group chat, erased it, whatever. So she texted me like the week of the concert and told me that she was still flying out there and that she needed a place to stay. Me thinking this is my friend, even though she done did all she done did at my wedding or whatever. um I'm just like, hey, you need somewhere to stay? Cool. So then she calls me. She was like, she's bringing a friend, and she did have somewhere for both of them to stay. But the girl said that she don't like strangers in her home, and I can now say I don't like strangers in my home, especially, especially after this incident. So anyway, the day comes. She is parking the car, but the friend gets out and she comes to my door. Because I skipped over the fact I said she could stay. I asked all the right questions. She said she was cool. She wasn't no weirdo. I was like, cool, because this is my husband and my children in my home, and I don't play like that. So, boom, the day comes. She's parking the car. The girl comes, she knocks on my door. I'm confused. I cannot make this up, y'all. This stuff cannot be made up. This girl had on, like, the Shein matching spaghetti strap bra with the triangle cup and the matching shorts with a jean jacket over it that was open. I BS you not. That's fine. You can wear that. But you're coming into my home where my children are, where my husband is. And I'm not dumb. I know old girl done already put you on game, told you my man got a little money, told you, X, Y, and Z. I know how the girls get down. So I open up my door. I'm looking at her because I can see her through my door. I have a crystal door. So I'm looking at her and I'm like, who are you? Hello? Cause shit was finna go left. Oh, excuse me. Stuff was finna go left. So she's like half naked in front of my house. And oh girl walks up and she's like, hey girl, it's nice to see you. Oh my God, you done got so thick. I had just had a baby 6 months ago. And I'm like, hey girl. And I'm looking at her and I'm looking at her like, and don't you see the Mercedes Benz parked outside? You see the BMW parked outside. You're not dumb. And then you're my friend. You were at my wedding. Why would you bring someone half naked to my home? So you felt like all you did at the wedding wasn't enough. You feel like you already being the type of friend you are to me is not enough. You're gonna bring this half naked girl to my house. So boom, I let him in. Cause you know what? I ain't no hater. Okay. I ain't no hate. I'm not worried about my man. I'm very much secure. Anyway, I let them in. They get settled. I show them where they were staying. They come down, go to the bar, pour them a drink. They go to my kitchen bar, sit over there. I already told the girl, like, hey, my house, I just moved in. Stuff is not where it needs to be. My house needs to be like remodeled a little bit in some spots. Like, I'm not satisfied. I'm just gonna put this bed up and put it together in this room for you and your friend. And she knew that. Like, we talked about all of that. And I was like, I really, please excuse my home. Even my husband, when they first came, we were like, just excuse our home because we're not used to that. We just moved across the state. So, we weren't settled yet. But I opened up my home because my friend needed somewhere to stay. So they're sitting at the bar in my kitchen, and the kitchen is like my most insecure part at this point, but I've gotten it remodeled, so not anymore. And I'm just like fixing little stuff on my counter. I got stuff everywhere. We're unorganized. We're trying to survive these, newborn stages and stuff like that. And yeah. So I'm like fixing my stuff, and I can hear E lean over to her friend and say, look at her, she just trying to show out. Look at her over there fixing her stuff, trying to show out. Now I don't know if she was a little intoxicated, so I just like let it. I heard it, but then I let people dig their own grave. You know what I mean? So I just was like, fixing my little magazine thing because I'm like, this is the only thing I have for decoration. Girl, it's ugly in here, and yeah. So that was one thing. Then they go out, they come back, and they get dressed, and they go out again. I'm not telling their business, so this is all I'm gonna say. And then they come back, and then she asked me, "Hey, they drunk? Is I don't know what. My children are home, my husband is home, and I'm already just side eyeing. You know what I mean?" And she's like, "Hey, can she stay here by herself?" The girl that was half naked at the door. She said, "Can she stay here overnight by herself because I'm trying to go somewhere?" Y'all tell me that don't sound like a setup. Tell me that don't sound like a setup. So you want this girl to stay at my house by herself? Now I wasn't thinking like that at the time. I'm just like, oh my God, they drunk. They doing their thing, they young, whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, she can, cause I'm not tripping. I already know what's mine is mine. Like, you know what I mean? Like my husband is not crazy. I look cute and everything, and I'm all prim and proper, but he know how I get down. I'm from Stop Six, Fort Worth, Texas. Do not play with it. So anyway, yeah. So she stayed overnight. I wake up in the morning, old girl's already woke with her next skanky outfit on. I don't know. My husband had offered her some water, some bottled water because she had a hangover or whatever. And I had came out the room when he was passing her the water. And I was like, "You about to go?" She said, "Yeah, thank you for letting me stay at your house." Da, da, da. Old girl was outside. She just, came in, got her stuff, and said thank you. When they left, my husband, he put me to the side, and he said, "Okay." because he remembers the girl from the wedding. And he's like, hey, let me just talk to you for a second. Because my husband, he's older than me. He's not dumb. You can't trap him like that, babe. So yeah, he's like, let me just say this. This girl done came into our home free and come in drunk, all that. Her friend stay here. She don't stay here, but her friend do. And then the whole time they going out having fun, looking like they enjoying themselves, and they never invited you anywhere. They never asked you, did you want to drink? Did you want to go with them? They didn't bring you back a to-go box. They didn't do anything. They didn't give you anything. They didn't do anything but say thank you and left. And I'm like, yeah, I told her she could stay here. But he was like, girl, and shook his head and just walked away because he's like, he's over it. He's like, no, she can never be in his presence again. Like, he's over it at this point. Because my husband do not play about me. And so yeah, like, I confronted her after some time. I thought about it and I'm just like, I don't feel comfortable. Like, this girl is one thing about me, I'm gonna confront. I don't sit back and sugarcoat and wait and shake and fake. I'm gonna give you chance after chance. But when I feel uncomfortable, I'm going to bring it to your attention. And that's exactly what I did. So I texted her one day. I said, hey, can I talk to you? And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna hit you up when I'm not, I'm not busy. I'm like, okay. A couple weeks go by, I said, hey, or maybe a week or something go by, I said, hey, I really need to talk to you about something. You mind calling me whenever you can? And she was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna call you when I'm not busy. I got you, girl. I just been real busy lately. I'm understanding. I'm like, shit, okay, she might be busy. I got kids, I got a husband, I'm busy too. I don't call people and talk to people all the time. My friends will tell you, you might not hear from me for a whole year, babe. But stuff is happening. Um, yeah, so I hit her up one more time because I'm like, yeah, you're not finna keep playing with me. I said, listen, I need to talk to you. And you can either call me because I don't want to talk through text message, or I can come into town because she lived in my hometown at the time. And I said, we can talk face to face. And she was like, hold on, I'm going to call you. So she calls me not too long after that. And I seen how she was doing and everything. I told her I wanted to talk to her. I was like, I really don't appreciate what you just did. Like, I really don't think that you understand that what you did is not acceptable. We're in our 30s, and as a woman, you understand what I'm talking about. Oh, girl, what you talking about? I said, why would you bring your friend who I didn't know already, and I'm letting y'all stay in my house? Why would you bring her to my house half naked? And I have a husband. You were in the wedding. I have a husband. Oh, I didn't know he was going to be home. This is his home. What did you think he was going to do? So I was like, well, still, you knew I had a husband and that he lived with me. And I feel like that was very disrespectful. Well, I don't see it as that. I don't think what she had on was that bad. I said, okay, well, woman to woman, just so you know, for future references, don't bring another half naked woman to a married woman's home where her husband lives. It's inappropriate. And then I said, then since we're on the subject and you don't understand that, how about when you were at the bar, since we're here, and y'all were whispering and you were whispering to her, look at her trying to show out. I said, what about that? Oh, what are you talking about? I said, for real? She said, I don't know what you're talking about. I never said that. I said, girl, do not play with me. At this point, she was trying to act dumb, and I'm like, girl, don't play with me. I had the Texas really came out, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, don't play with me. Do not fucking play with me. You're lying to my face. You're lying. Once again, I'm catching you lying. Oh, okay. Well, if anything I did offended you, I'm sorry. I just don't feel like I did it in, maliciously, blase, blase, blase. I'm like, okay, well, as long as I said, are you my friend? Because I don't feel like you're my friend. And oh yeah, I'm your friend. Yeah, I love you. I'm your friend. I'm like, but are you though? I'm literally asking her, I'm giving you a way out. I said, but are you though? Because I really don't feel like you're my friend. You didn't help in the wedding. You sit up here and you bring this half naked woman to my house. My husband is upset that y'all didn't invite me nowhere. Y'all didn't bring me nothing back, not a chip, not a dip, not a nothing. And now I'm starting to feel played because now you're lying to me once again. I don't like liars. I don't do that. No. So I was like, she apologized. I was like, okay, we good. After that, she started texting me. I stopped texting her back. Ghosted. She called, text, whatever, how you doing, how you want the kids. You are a monitoring spirit at this point. You are trying to sabotage me. You were a part of my wedding and you did what you did, and I invite you into my home and you do this and act oblivious. That's the devil. Bye. You must flee. I prayed about it. I prayed about it. I prayed about it. And I know God led me to like just get her out of my life, keep her out of my home, out of my business. I don't text her. I don't call her. And I know she probably don't care. And I don't either. And if she's offended by anything in this video, that's fine. All I want to know, well, not really know, but you was wrong about all of it and the way you treated me. You know I'm a good person. So that's like insane and definitely not in alignment with God. Two, my number's still the same and I'm good from the shoulders. Do not let the preppy cuteness fool you. So I'm not saying her doing what she did is not in alignment. I'm just calling people out on what they're doing. No, but you can't have this persona and try to exemplify something that you're not. Hold people accountable. Stop acting like you're just holier than thou and you're the whole time you went at church on Sunday and you raising hell throughout the week. I know we all know somebody like that. That's not fair. You don't do another woman like that. How do you think God is going to bless you with a husband or with a man or with whatever that love you and to honor you and to cherish you if you sit up, can't be happy for other people, can't clap for others? Don't you know that when God is blessing the person that you're around, he's in the room? He's in the room. I am not trying to say I am perfect, but all I'm saying is I clap. If you know me, you know I will clap, baby. I clap loud for you, honey. I will support you through whatever you want to do. I am going to be there. I'm never jealous of anybody. There's nothing you have that I want because everything I need, God has already given me. Like get with it. Stop looking at other people's blessing and start counting your own. Stop trying to do stuff to people. Throw rocks, hide your hand. It's not fair. You gonna throw a rock at me, bitch? You better be ready. Cause I'm finna throw a whole motherfucking boulder back. And it'd be surprising people because I'm quiet and then boom, one day I'm just cussing your ass out because you got me messed up. Not over here. Say what you want. I don't care to be liked by you. If you're not with the realness, don't come over here. Stay where you at. That's all I have to say. This is my last video, y'all, on this type stuff. So stay tuned.